Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joaquin Loper back in the house. Man, I got my man DJ Jamar hurt. Y'all know it.
Uh,
Y'all know who he is.
no, you don't.
If you're in the Birmingham area, y'all know who DJ Jamar is. If you've
No.
been locked up in Birmingham, you know who Edison Hurt is.
Click, click.
Hey, you part of that gang gang? I don't want to be. I don't want to be part of that gang gang. I just do it when I see you. Just hey.
Right.
No, introducing my good friend Jamar Hunt. What's up, to everybody, man?
Hey, how's everybody doing on this fine, well, crazy evening down in here in this Birmingham
Hey,
weather that we got? I don't know what we got. Just we here
hey. I promise you, at 10 o'clock this morning or 9 o'clock this morning, it is snowing. I'm talking
sideways,
about hard. It
sideways.
was it was sleeting this morning at like 6:15. I was brushing my teeth. I'm like, is that rocks throwing in my house? Then it started snowing, and then by 4 o'clock the sun is out.
Hey, somebody it was coming in. At first, it was coming in like this. See that? That's how coming in. It just kept coming. I said, "God, is you up there playing with the air conditioning unit or something?"
Hey, he letting you know I still got this thing now.
Like we see. I ain't taking nothing from you.
But look, man, thank you for being here, Jamar. Man, this is it's an honor to have you here. Um, I want to first start this. I
Mm-hmm.
want you to tell people how you and I met, how you met the family, and how we met.
How did I meet this family? Which is beyond the fact of crazy. I've been following the Loper family for quite a while, and every time Stacy has a joke, he laughs. He laughs, and I'm just tickled by the entire thing. I just so happen you guys' good friend, one of my frat brothers. His name is Ellis. So with Tony's a great photographer. And just so happened, in the midst of me doing the kickball game, and I seen him doing pictures for you all. I said, hey, Fred, you man, we can get in touch. I can get in touch with them, man. I love them. I follow them all the time. He like, man, that ain't nothing. I got them on the phone. I swear, I felt like a whole fan. I'm on the phone with them. Like, this is crazy. I'm on the phone with them. And next thing you know, we hanging out at different events. And it's like, man, I ain't no fan no more. We just, yeah, like, long distance cousin.
That's it.
And ever since that day, man, we met. It was like, have you all come out to the kickball game. You all loved it. Family set to the side for free. I made sure you guys ate. Then you came and said, hey, I want to play next year. And going to Quint Carter's events and you just showing
Yeah.
up. It's just like, literally, when you walk in the building and we lock eye to eye, it's like, oh, why they put us in this building together?
Yeah.
Because in the midst of me DJing, I say something, you look at me, I'm like, don't look at me. See, me and him, you cannot put us next together in the funeral. I'm sorry. Y'all may be crying.
Never.
We're
Never.
laughing. I'm sorry. God made
We're
us this
laughing.
way.
Yeah.
Because
Don't blame us.
please, let one of y'all be heavy, you fall. I'm like, who gonna get her up? I ain't.
Hey, we look at each other like this.
Mm. Paul Bearer, you're gonna be carrying out 2 bodies a day. But ever since that day, man, it's like we've been locked in, whatever. Just, I don't know, man. We family. We family.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
family.
And I think you have said what so many people have said over the years of us being verified or whatever you
Mm-hmm.
want to call it. It's amazing how people say, man, we can't believe how down to earth you all are. I'm
Man.
like, I don't know any other way to be. I don't know who you've met before or what your experience has been like meeting people. I guess I can use the word famous or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we are just who we are. When you invited us to the kickball game and we showed up and you were like, I can't believe y'all here. Like, dude, you invited us. What's up?
I mean, and some people be looking for they be looking. I'm not saying they're looking for a handout. They just looking like, hey, we got to get paid for this for this. No, y'all was like, no, we ain't with that. We here to have fun and we love this. And just to look at y'all
Yeah.
face on the side, like, hey, I know them.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
I know
Hey,
them.
and what you telling everybody, hey, let me introduce you to my people.
Hey,
Hey, we met the other DJ. He was cool as I don't know what.
stick man,
Stickman was so funny.
man, yes.
I can't wait to get back hold with your other cop friend. He's the shooting instructor. Man,
Shell
he was
shock,
hey.
shell shock. We call him
When I
bullet.
tell
Yeah,
you that dude had me laughing so hard, man. And I told my wife, I said, these are the kind of men I love being around. I
yeah.
just love being around men that can have fun, be themselves. This is not a, pissing contest. Just be who you are. Because I'm not stepping onto no one scene trying to show up anybody.
Yeah.
Don't step on nobody's toes. It's just, hey man, just get in what I fit in. And if I don't fit,
And
it is
even
what
and
it
even
is.
the day when we went, I ain't never tell you this. Even the day when we went the mug shots and we had lunch,
Yeah,
I was sitting there kind of nervous, like, hey, right. I'm sitting here in front of this man here famous. I don't want him to say, I don't want to say nothing crazy. He could walk off, but we just laughed like we've been knowing each other. So I'm
yeah,
like, okay, we good, we
yeah.
good.
I just, man, I want people to be them because I'm going to be me. I'm not trying to hold back. That's how people die. I
Mm-hmm.
ain't trying to bust a blood vessel or nothing.
Man, at all.
But I love what Jamar does. He's a DJ around the city of Birmingham, all over. Let me not limit him to Birmingham. If you need to book him, he'll come to you.
Hello.
Uh, Great guy. He's also a police officer here in Birmingham. So I thank him for his service and his continual service because that's not an easy job. I even love how it's just not a job for him. There's been some incidents that have happened in Birmingham in the last couple of years that affected him and many other officers, but you can see how it weighed on them. And that we pray for you guys all the time. But I'm so happy that I meet a lot of officers that say, man, throughout their day of service or while they're on shift, Stacy's and her shenanigans give them a little laugh, and I just thank God for that, man.
Man,
It's just that's what it's about.
I'm gonna tell you, bro, that that last one with the kindergarten.
Man,
Hey, hey, when you asked, you said, how you pointed at it?
but
He said, I just love it. She said, don't love it now. He said, how you did it? Say he leaned back. How you pointed at it? I
and I
said, they got
promise
to
you,
stop it.
I didn't realize what I said. She's like, did you hear your say as he should? I said, I don't remember
You
saying that.
did.
I was
As he
like, well, he
should.
should love
Yep.
it. Yes, he should.
Yep.
That baby ain't hurt nobody. It was so innocent.
Yeah, he was just
4 years old. He just, hey, look.
just point. He just knocked some eyes out like, oh, yeah. I mean, I love it. I love it, but
Hey, let me say this before we even get off the subject.
yeah.
I'm gonna call you DJ Jamar. Please let them know right now about your kickball tournament that is blowing up, going nationwide. Tell them about it and what the purpose is of it and why you even started it, man.
Whoo, everybody. If you haven't known about it, we are greatly and appreciative to be putting on and representing the HBCU culture. For those that don't know what HBCUs is, historically black colleges or universities. And I attended Alabama A&M, which I'll be back in school this fall. So to finish up, I need my degree. I don't want to leave no money on the table for the city of Birmingham because they pay you to have a degree. But also being able to lead this great business, it's amazing. So the HBCU kickball, I got it started back in 2021, and it was really a birthday event for me. So it was like, I feel like getting together and having some old school kickball fun. Day at the park where we out there playing kickball, we out there grilling, we got the food trucks, we got the popsicles, we got the candy bag, we got the jar of pickles and all that stuff. We had all of that. I'm talking about from the freezer, cool cups, bebops, whatever you want to call it. Popsicles for the kids. We had it all. And that's how I got started.
The barbecues, grilling, barbecue.
And I ain't even had no drinks out there. We just had water and Capri Suns
Yeah.
and Hugs juices. Like, I'm like, hey, we ain't have all that. Mm-mm. So it started from that, where it was just the team captains was just the DJs from the radio station, and that first one just kicked off was huge. Next thing we had the World Games. Couldn't do nothing then. So I was like, you know what? What if I did a HBCU kickball just dedicated mainly for the HBCUs? I said that'll work. So we got that going by my character and how I carry myself and how I always love and support wherever I go. It was nothing for me to put this event together and had fraternity brothers and sorority sisters from each school like, hey, we want to play. So it started out, we had Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Miles College, and Tuskegee. The four schools we started with. Now we up to
Yeah.
8 schools. No, 8 teams. 8 teams. No, 5 schools. Yeah, 5 schools, 8 teams. And the sole purpose of it is we want to give back to our graduating high school seniors with a scholarship in honor of my mom who passed away from sickle cell back in 2020. We want to get it so to give away these scholarships to let our young black kings and queens let them know that, hey, we don't care what HBCU school you attend, just go somewhere after high
Yeah.
school because we don't want you all to be another statistic that hey, they only made it through high school, now they doing this, they ain't even in school, whatever the case. Not saying that everybody doesn't have to have a college career, but we know that whatever school you attend to, you have support. Now, everybody knows in the HBCU we always talk noise back and forth. That's just what we do. It's rivalry at its finest, but we always come together and support it. So every year during the game, and everybody that plays, not only they're purchasing their uniforms, but they're also putting money towards the scholarship they would give away. So every year we've given away at least 2 to 3 scholarships for whatever school that they want to attend, and they love it. We make them feel like they've won, they are accepted. So everybody always comes together. We do a big picture with every team, and because literally every team that plays, they order uniforms, goes toward the scholarship as well too. So it's just proud that I know that I'm giving and celebrating everyone for my birthday. So that's my gift. That I don't even think about it as my birthday. I just know that, hey, I'm here to support everybody and give away and show love for the city and everybody that supports me. I love it.
Yeah, and I've been to 2 of the events for the last couple of years. The positivity and the fun and the camaraderie that is out
Yeah.
there, man, it's like no other. And we don't they don't need security of they don't need security of police out there because one team he failed to mention that's out there playing is also the Birmingham PD. BPD. They be out there with a kickball team
Yeah.
too. They be out there playing kickball with the guns on their waist.
Hey, look, and they say I dare you to run. We got one running.
You better not throw me out.
Wearing black short, white, yellow top. Hold the radio.
Hey, you know your bald
Yeah.
head, right with the red
Messed
shoes
up
on.
edge up running. There you go.
But what you said what is missing?
Now, only that we have the team law enforcement, which is really any agency that whatever department you are, but we also have newly added. It's the first responders, the fire and medics too. They have a team.
Oh, good, good, good.
So if you
So
pass
let me ask
out.
you this. And let me say this to the young kids that are out there. I love seeing the young high school students that are out there watching what could be their future play out right in front
Yep.
of them. Because to go to HBCU, that's an honor.
Yeah.
That's an honor, man, and it needs to be taken with great pride. Sometimes I tell my wife all the time. Sometimes I resent that I did not go to an HBCU. I had the
Hey,
opportunity to.
you can semester in.
Oh, no, I ain't. I'm done school.
Hey, well, look, we'll just take you to the homecoming then. That's all.
Yeah, I go
Hey, we'll
to.
take you to the homecoming. You'll enjoy it.
I'll show up and
There you go.
represent. The Miss was the closest to HBCU I got, and it was close enough.
So,
My first year at University of Southern Miss down in Harrisburg, Mississippi, 2004, because I actually went overseas 2003. 2004, I got down there the spring semester. Man, that spring semester was my first time experiencing Q Delta.
I know it's an experience.
Enough said. Enough,
So how far
yeah,
is
enough said.
Southern Jackson State and Mississippi Valley?
So Jackson State is going to be Jackson, so it's about an hour and 30 minutes south of Jackson State. Mississippi Valley is going to be about 3 hours south of
Oh
there.
wow.
So it's more a little bit below Middle Mississippi. Jackson, Middle Mississippi. Mississippi Valley is a little bit
Okay.
further up
Okay.
north. Mississippi Valley is going more up toward the
Okay.
Delta.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. And let me go ahead and get this out of the way since we keep talking about fraternities and sororities and stuff. What frat do you
Me
belong
five
to?
me.
Yeah,
Me
me
five
five.
me.
Cool. That's
Yeah, man.
what I'm talking about.
Proud brother of the Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, Blue Phi.
Yeah. Yeah, proud of it, man. I love the camaraderie they have. I love when they've been out, and man, just the support they show. I love the showmanship between other fraternities as well. Just the brotherhood that you all show with each other, but also the camaraderie and the respect that you all show
Right.
to one another. I wanted to pledge in college, but got sent overseas the first year, and then after that, I was like,
What you was gonna pledge?
I better
Oh,
not say.
okay. I'm gonna text you actually. I'm gonna text you
Yeah,
actually. It's always
it, it,
we got a home for
I know it wasn't Sigma, so that's why I didn't want to say it. That's why I didn't want to
we
say
got a
it.
home for you.
Yeah, but
Siri,
but
call Q Carter.
you know,
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
but I tell you what, I think purple and gold would look good on me. But you know, those that was back in the
Oh,
day.
okay.
That was back in the day. But my favorite color is blue. Ain't that
Mm,
crazy? But anyway,
gotta know it.
uh, what what was the decision that made you want to become a police officer?
One of my best friends, I started working with Loomis. That's literally how y'all got started. I was working with Loomis, and he asked me, he said, "Man, you ever thought about being a police officer?" I'm like, "No, never thought about that." So I've never tell anybody I have that old famous dream story. Oh, I've always wanted to be a police officer
Mm.
growing up. My dad and my uncle, they were great cops.
Yeah.
No, I tried it and I liked it. That's literally how it went. I tried it and I liked it. He said, "Man, we'll get you ready." I said, "Okay." So that's how I ended up starting working out more. And I got on with the department and realized, okay, this is a great accomplishment. The next thing you know, I started succeeding up in the department. So I went from not knowing what I was doing to, because I came in 2019, 31 years old. What was I thinking about? It was like pledging all over again. I'm like, man, it's 8 o'clock at night, and I've been here since 6 o'clock this morning. Y'all, what we got to accomplish right now? Can we go home, please? Why we getting look? You know about this word? Why we getting smoked? Why we getting
Ooh,
smoked? I can't lose no more weight. Why we getting smoked right now? Like, y'all can't be quiet. Y'all can't shut up so we can go
for
home.
no.
Oh, this is what y'all want to do for fun. Oh, okay. Up downs. Come on. Can we please go? I'm tired. This uniform getting a little too tight on me right now. So
Like
we
we
too
too
old for
old.
this. And then I'm in the academy with younger guys, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm really like, y'all didn't found my last edge, and it got wore out. Yo, but now I didn't move up through the department, man. Now I am a corporal, field training officer now. So I've taken everything I've learned. I'm still learning and teaching.
Good deal. But that's what it's about. If you're gonna
Yeah.
go for it, make the best of it and be better than what you were when you came in, but be better than what
Oh
the
yeah.
stories are aligning with. What the society and the public is saying about police officers, be
Mhm.
better than that, so people can have something positive to
Mhm.
say about it. When I first got out of the military, I was 32, 33, and I was living in Memphis, Tennessee, and almost went to the Shelby County Sheriff Department in
Mm.
Memphis. And my wife was like, "Eh,"
Nah.
she was like, "Nah, just got you back from
And then you finna go
military."
do a tour in the city?
Yeah, she like nah. She like, and you know if you coming in as a rookie, you gonna be on
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That
that
overnight shit. Oh
midnight
yeah,
shift.
definitely. Look, what they say out the gate.
And she, yeah. And then I just being in Memphis, that's probably not the place you just wanna.
Scoot up. I'm gonna scoot up on this one. Being in where?
Yeah,
Stop right there. That's all you got to say.
Memphis.
Memphis.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Memphis is a whole nother breed.
Let me tell you something. I used to play basketball in Memphis at a basketball court that was right outside of a
Mm-hmm.
police precinct. Interstate basketball court, police precinct road right here. It's called Mount
Mm-hmm.
Moriah, matter of fact. When I tell you some of the gunfights and stuff, I would go out there and shoot basketball after getting off work sometime one
You
o'clock in the
shoot.
morning.
Look, you
With the
shoot. They
fellas.
shoot.
Hey, yes.
You shoot. They shoot.
I was telling my wife, I said, I'm glad I didn't become a cop because these cats don't even care about being outside of a
Mm-hmm.
police station. I was like, nah,
Yeah,
this is a
Memphis
little
is.
different up there. I love Memphis, but Memphis is a
I've
little
always
beast,
been
man.
told that. Like, don't. They always say don't play around in Memphis. If you going up there, stay
It's
downtown. Don't be on the outskirts and going to these neighborhoods, and you end up like you in the West Coast. Hey, who you low? You be like that. Or in Memphis. Hey, who you man?
oh, whenever I used to go into any parts of the city
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't live, people know I'm coming
All
down, what kind
right,
of vehicle I'm driving,
please.
where I'm coming. But there were a few times down on Third, and when I used to go over in the
Mm-hmm.
Orange Mound,
No,
hey man, who you ever looking for?
not Orange Mound. Not over there with Ball and G. It is.
Hey, the Mound is some of the best. You gonna find some of the
Going in the
best food over
mound
in the
down
Mound,
deep
man.
in the south with the brothers with the curls and go teeth in their mouth. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said he was coming out hard. Yeah.
And they did. What would you say to anybody who wants to get into
If you
law? We'll speak to two things. Anyone who wants to get into law enforcement and any future kids, male or female, who are looking to pledge, especially at HBCU.
so with the police department, if there's something that you want to get into, you really have to look at it into its depths and look to see the city and the culture that you're involving yourself in. Because the way one department from one city handle things may not be the same thing as another department in another city. And
Yeah.
Alabama laws are different from Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas, California. I notice that always. So it's all about looking to your laws and what's allowed, what's not allowed. I always say, because when someone asks me about a case in another state, I'm like, hey, I see the vast majority, but that's not how we would have handled it here. So I can't really speak on how they would handle it there. But also knowing and wanting to be a police officer, you have to wear many hats. You have to wear the many hats where you may have to talk somebody down. You may have to get a child and get them right. You may have to get an adult and get them right. You may have to just stop. They just need somebody to talk to. You may have to be there open ear. You may be frustrated, but what you're going through ain't there's nothing nearly as what they're going through. So they just need that moment. So that's the moment where God will slow you down and like, hey, you listen to me, so just listen to them. You listen to them for a reason. You also have to have a heart. You can't be a butt munch the
Yeah.
entire time because it will. These people remember how you treat them. So treat people how you want to be treated. And I used to
Yeah.
always hear the old school saying that coming up, treat people how you want to be treated. It shows because if you treat them messed up while
Yeah.
you actually on a call handling them, remember you in the same city. They gonna see you. You gonna run into them somehow, and they would never
Yeah.
forget how you treated them while they were in your custody. I had a girl walk up to me at the gas station. I had my daughter in the car. I was like, "Hey, ain't you the one that arrested me, ma'am?" At this point, please step back because I don't know what kind of angle you coming to. Because I'm not an officer right now. I'm a civilian, and this can go either way.
Yeah.
But I treated her well, so I said, "Okay, I appreciate that, but don't walk too close to my car, baby. I thank you. Have a good day."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it about being
yeah.
protected.
That's in that aspect with the police department. So you just have to be prepared for everything you will see because you'll see some things that you see on TV. When you see it in person, it'll change your whole perspective. Whether it's being somebody shot, a car accident, somebody lost, having to find, dealing with the main thing is the mental and disabled, or I don't like to say it, the retardation, but mental kids, mental patients and stuff. It's real. It's simply
Yeah.
real. So you just have to be prepared for all walks of life when it comes to the department. Not with the fraternity world,
Yeah. And this,
you on your own.
well, this, I'll say this. Let me say this. Let me say this about being a cop, and what I heard you saying is it's not about being always been aggressive. I think,
Mm-hmm.
and me personally, in the military 14 years, I learned and I understand that aggression should be one
Mm-hmm.
of your last resorts. If you can, if the aggression is not
Right.
already set when you get
Mm-hmm.
there, because this is the thing. If I'm a cop, I
Right.
already have authority to a certain extent. Let's be real. I'm not saying you should come up in there and like if I run things. No, hey, I have a say
Right.
in this. What's going on? And I can't tell you. I don't know what's going on when I first pull up. So why should I tell you to calm down? I don't know what's going on. Hey man, just you yelling or cussing. It ain't personally. It ain't coming at me. That's how I'm thinking. But I see so many times when cops roll up and they don't understand what's going on and they try to control the situation. It's like, look, how about you just figure out what's going
Right.
on?
So in a situation like that, me coming on scene, I have multiple people talking. If you up here, I'm gonna go ahead and get up here with you and bring you down. So I approach the scene. I don't know what's
Mm-hmm.
going on. Hey, y'all need to come down. I can only talk to one person at a time. I'm here. What's going on? You, man, let me talk to you. Do me a favor. Talk to my partner because I can't all this back and forth. I need to understand what's going on first. So it's like it's what you say and how you say it. I ain't coming in like, hey, you get your stupid back up. No, I only go there when you
Yeah.
make me go there, and I don't like to go there. So when I go there, now I'm looked at as a bad guy. But
Yeah.
I'm not. It's different ways. There's different ways to handle a situation when you come into it. Yeah, like you said, you can't come in hot headed.
Do you enjoy
Absolutely,
your job?
I truly do. Every day, I laugh at something. I don't bring it home, and
Yeah.
if I bring it home, I'm talking to the missus about, hey, child, let me tell you what happened. It's always that. You talking to some people like talking to a brick wall. You ain't gonna get through to them. But that's my therapy. So if we talk about it, it'd be one of the first thing when I get home. After that, I'm talking about no more. We on to now
Yeah.
we on to us and what we have to handle.
And that's smart. You've been a police officer in Birmingham since 2019. What have you done to maintain your
Workout,
mental capacity?
workouts.
Workout. That was always my thing too. But who do you talk to other than your
So,
soon to be wife? Other
I
than your
don't
fiance?
want to do it, but I'm gonna do it on
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Soon, yeah, soon to be,
Yeah,
soon to be,
think I
soon
want
to
to go be
be.
net.
You know, outside of her, man, I talk to God. Or I may sit and
Mm,
just not talk about it, but just listen to music to keep me calm on things. I'm very big on the music and different moods I'm in. Like I may be thugged out one day. I may want to listen to R&B one time. I may listen to some jazz. I may just put on gospel and just let the gospel song talk to me, and it'll bring me and it calm me down. I haven't been to therapy, but one time I've been only been to therapy one time from one situation at work. And then of course we're going to premarital counseling, but that's really about it.
okay. I encourage you, man. Find that person that you can talk to, especially
Mm-hmm.
about your job, because you know the wife. She's not gonna want to hear about your job all the time. But at the same time, you need
Mm-hmm.
someone on the same level with you, understand what you've been through, to be able to hear what you or understand what
Right.
you're saying in those moments. Because there will come a time. One thing we are not weary of enough as men, despite our profession, the stuff builds up. But it's like corrosion inside of a pipe. You don't clean
Yeah.
drainage pipe stuff out.
All the big
What
time.
happens?
Yep.
Clogs up. Yeah, and the clog didn't happen last week. This
Cloud,
is over time.
pressure build up, pressure
One
bust
thing I
pipes. You're right.
Yes, and one thing I
Mm-hmm.
tell, especially in your profession, well, that's a high stress, high anxiety
It
profession.
definitely is. It's not for the weak at heart. I tell you that much. It's not for the weak at heart. I've seen some things that about well as you've seen some things in the military. It's about the same. But like they say in the police force, at least we know our we know what our no we don't know what our enemy look like because they look like us. It can be I can be
Mm,
sitting here
yeah,
talking with a guy, he's laughing like that, he flips. At least being in the army, you all have all in uniform. You know that anybody outside of uniform is our enemy. Just like that.
yeah, that's true.
Oh,
I was
oh,
I was in the Air Force, just like you know.
hold on.
Yeah,
Hey, let me hit
that's
you with that
good.
snow from earlier. Hold on, came back.
I just just look around,
The
nothing
military
against the
Air
army.
Force, one of them uniforms.
But, yeah,
Junior ROTC, however you want to call it. But we here.
he said
We
junior
here.
RTC.
Cadet. Okay.
Let me ask you this: even before we get to the fraternity, because I'm not asking you to push any kind of fraternity or sorority thing for people. That has their own choice for their own reasoning. What does it mean for you as a black man to be a police officer in
It means a
Birmingham,
lot.
Alabama?
Coming from a historical town of Birmingham, it means a lot. And also knowing that I'm one of the good guys. I'm
Mm,
representing my family quite proudly. I'm representing everything that's standing on for all the greats that came before me as police officers, even those that are here now preparing to retire, just being able to add a positive face to Birmingham and what Birmingham stands for with our culture. I love it. It's great. I don't see myself going to no other department. I don't knock anybody who do, but Birmingham, we have a lot of history. We have a lot. When I say history, we have a lot of history that people like, don't like, but hey,
yes,
you are one person.
we have a lot of yeah, we have a lot of history that people
Mm-hmm.
really don't know or understand yet.
Mm-hmm.
This my generation and a little lower than me. Think about the stories that haven't
Yeah.
been told or not being
Mm-hmm.
told in
Mm-hmm.
totality or at all. Because I fought myself for this. The book starts with me. My boys, they've been um, to
Mm-hmm.
15th Street Baptist Church. Been there. But it was until like a month ago that
Yeah.
they really understood the story. And they were like, so some kids, my 13-year-old said, so you said some kids died there? And I was like, yeah. I said, they don't talk about that to you on Facebook? And he just gave me the overall glaze of what they
And then the
talked
church
about. And I'm
itself is
like,
not
yeah,
like it's just closed down. Like the church is operating. They rebuilt the church operating. Yeah.
still functioning,
Mm-hmm.
still functioning. And I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie, I was
Yeah.
surprised to see that they do like tours because I'm sorry. I was surprised they
Hmm.
still do tours and it's operating. But then after my surprise, I was like, well,
Yeah.
no, it should be toured. It should be shown for people to understand. I'm not gonna say the heinous act. I'm gonna use I'm gonna write some words that are not gonna be
Hmm.
offensive anymore. The heinous act that was for them, for those individuals being part of that organization to
No.
build that kind of cowardly act on a morning when people are minding their business.
Amen. And here we go.
People lose their lives. Yeah, and people lose their lives because of your ignorance and your
Hmm.
inability to cope with change. Let's talk about Alabama. You know, because it was one of the biggest. It was one of the biggest racist states, racist towns and stuff in the South. That in
And
Georgia,
so,
and I'm from
and
Mississippi,
I've always heard about
in
the most
Jackson, stuff.
races be Mississippi and Alabama. Not much of Georgia, but definitely between Mississippi and Alabama. And then for Alabama, it was more for as Coleman, which a lot of people still think that racism exists in Coleman. Me personally, I don't never have an issue coming through Coleman. They're like, don't get off exit 310. I've been off exit 310 since 2004, 2005. I don't know what y'all mean, but teach his own. But yeah, racist.
But racism is still alive. I have a story I need to. It's and people. I think it's more subtle
Mm-hmm.
than. Of course, it's more subtle than it was back when it was. We're talking about the bombing now. Yeah, I mean the historical spots in downtown Birmingham that I've been pointed out to since I've lived here for 6 years. I was like, man, I didn't even know that place was still standing. I used to hear about the Gentleman's Club
Oh,
and the
like Tuxedo
Tuxedo
Junction.
Club and stuff like this. No, man, yeah, Tocino Jungle. I used to hear about these stories from my father. So when they used to go over to Alabama and stuff. So to see those historical spots and to see what they look like
Mm-hmm.
now is sad. What's the high school down there the near the old stadium? Is it Edmond?
Oh, wait, which stadium?
Um, when I met you when we
What was
played
it?
the first kickball
Legion? No,
stadium.
was that Legion Field?
I mean,
Yes.
the Legion Field. It's the Legion Field. There's an old high school over there that used to be. It was like used to be one of the. It used to be the government building
Talking
before
about
it turned into
Parker?
the black high school. Edmund, is it Edmund? Edmund? Is it
You're
Edmund
not
or
talking about
Edmund?
Parker High School. Okay, not Parker. So
No, not Parker.
I
Not
kind of
Parker.
I do vaguely remember exactly what you're talking about.
But yeah, it's a high school over there, man. That was the first high. It was the first black high school in Birmingham, and they were talking about just the structure and everything around it, and it's still standing to this day. And it's abandoned. And I just think about in some of these towns and some of these cities and some of the historical spots that haven't been preserved, all the stories told in the manner in which I think they should be told. And it may be just because you know
No,
what it
so
means
it
to
was
me as a
Parker.
black
Parker
person.
is the first black. Is the first black. Yeah, because
It's Parker. Okay,
Parker was used to
what's the
be.
is
No, you
the
talking about
Parker with the
Ins? You talking
E?
about Inslee? Yeah, yeah, that's over there
Inslee.
in Inslee.
Inslee over there.
Parker was
Inslee.
the
Yeah.
very first black high school. It used to be called Industrial High School.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
industrial house.
industrial.
So that's the
So
one
yeah,
I was just talking about
that
too.
building
Yeah.
is completely. It's still on the same land. They just torn it down and rebuilt it and modernized it because a lot of that building was still circular. Hmm.
Yeah. But man, think about some of the things that have happened here in Birmingham
Yeah,
that are just glossed over now. We're still going down the streets where they actually pulled water hoses
and see,
and sprayed people.
and since you're mentioning that, it felt so different that we hear about the history, we read about the history, but to be a part of history was something totally mind blowing for me.
Yeah.
2020, as an officer, we had it was April 2020, and we had the riots downtown. And I was there. Right now, I'm having a brain fart of actually what was going on in the South. It was a killing from a black male. I think that was in St. Louis where it started.
You sure when
It
George
may,
Floyd,
think it was George Floyd. That's what I think it started from.
And then I think George Floyd was first, and then they
Yeah.
killed
So
St. Louis.
and they made their way down to Birmingham. Something went on downtown, and next thing you know, that night at roll call, they told us, they said, "Hey, the captain and the lieutenant was like, make sure you have your extra vests." He said, "Because the night's about to get crazy." So shortly, not even 10, 15 minutes after roll call, I was on the response team, and they said, "Hey, we need a response team downtown." They said we need every officer available downtown. That including the hatchback. The hatchback was up, and we two officers sitting in the back, like we literally riding through the city, and I'm like, I'm literally a part of history right now. Not in a good way, in a bad way, where it's an actual riot. They enticed a whole riot where I'm looking at a mob of people, over 100 people, walking in front of us, throwing Molotov cocktails inside the building, throwing bricks, throwing rocks at us, throwing them at the SUVs. They busting in, they breaking in. We was loading them up and taking them like little kids going to the amusement park, taking them to jail. It was that many. Car dealerships getting broken into. We doing foot chases, car chases. It just didn't make no sense. That's how crazy the city got. And I'm like, the things we talked about from 1967 to Birmingham, I'm actually 65 Birmingham. I'm actually living there right now. I said this is beyond crazy.
Yeah,
So they has to be the number
yeah.
one,
And so,
the top thing on my craziest thing I ever been involved with the city. It was the riot that I was involved in.
yeah. And it's sad that you having to go through something like that happened
Yeah.
over 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The temperature was different than 67 to now, but it still
Yep.
comes back to the same results. But understand, but here's the thing: it's crazy that what you went through and what they went through in '67 were from the same thing. There were people being
Yep.
murdered and killed
To this day,
unnecessarily.
that what he say?
Then and it's still being done by the same people who's supposed to
Yeah.
be have authority and bring in peace. And unfortunately, now it doesn't look like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it doesn't look like black and white.
Yeah.
'Cause it still does look like black and white.
It is.
There's more blacks on the other
It is
side now
now. Yes,
because now they're
it's
shooting.
definitely more.
Let me ask you this though: do you think that because it's more of a blended atmosphere, that is the reason why there probably weren't any deaths or shootings to a certain
I'm gonna say
extent?
yes and no because now how it is being an officer is almost like, and I'm gonna make sure I always have a tongue. It's tongue tied saying this one. It's a quid pro quo. I said it right. So it's almost a
Mm-hmm.
damn if you
Mm-hmm.
do, damn if you don't when you're doing your job. So a lot of people is scared to actually do their job. So
True.
that
Yeah.
means this right now, huh? What happened? Yeah, yeah. It's just people are scared to actual police. So I don't know where the difference came in from then to now, and I think it's probably dealing with body cameras now, which is actually it can help you and it can go against you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I look at this one thing point
Hmm.
of view from that point. If I'm a cop,
Absolutely.
I want to go home. Yeah, I want to go home.
Hmm.
That's at the end of the day. I'm trying to get back home. And like my home, I have a friend that's a cop. Not gonna call him names, no cities, nothing like that. But he said, everybody loves him everywhere he goes. No matter what precinct, no matter what district he works, everybody loves him.
Hmm.
But he said, if you make me run, he said, I don't care. He's on what color you
When
are.
I
He
hey
said,
when I
he
catch
said
you,
somebody getting thumped. Look at my PT when I
that
want
part.
to, not when you want me to. when I, when I
Hmm.
get you, and I tell people, I think everything has its own rules. The streets have rules that are unwritten. Police know these rules just almost as
Yep.
just as good as the people in the streets do. And I think if they understand that, it just be I
Yeah.
think it would be a better setting for everybody. Now, this is one thing I don't understand. I don't understand how police become a police is a what?
Well,
12 week school,
different
8 week school, 12 week
agencies,
school.
it's like 18. No, different other agencies outside of Birmingham is like 13-week course to be certified for the state of Alabama, APO certified. Well, Birmingham, we host our own academy, so it was like 18 to 22 weeks.
Okay. So 18 to 22 weeks. So we're looking at 4, 8, 12,
Mm-hmm.
16. So it's about 5 months. So if I'm looking at 5 months and then all of a sudden I get a gun,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
all my thing because I deal with the same thing in the military. We go through basic training and the stuff we go through. That's a probably anywhere from a
Yeah.
12 to 18, 12 to 22 week course. And you're 18, 19 years old and you get put over into a country that you nobody even speaks your language and they open carry. Hey, yeah. I ain't never been overseas where they had a concealed carry. No, 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 they open carry. What do you do? What do you do, man? How do you turn the switch off, Jamar? Let me ask you that. As a cop, how do you turn the switch off? When you leave work, how do you turn that switch off and come home to being a father
So
and fiance?
it's easy for me, but
Is it
it
easy
took
for
me
you?
a while to get to it. But so sometimes the switch is never off because now I'm a protector at work. I'm a protector at home. So it coincides. So when we go out to dinner,
Got you.
she knows what side to sit on. She knows if I tell her to duck, she ain't asking no questions. She gonna get down.
Mm-hmm.
I have to sit with my back so I can view everything
Yeah,
because having to take that oath of being a
always.
law enforcement officer means you're off duty, but you're not always off duty. So if something was depending on, you have to look at it, the totality and circumstances of how you want to respond to it. You may have to. Like I was getting ready to go DJ down at Iron City for Trina and Yella Beezy, and a whole fight broke out in Walmart. I had to act. I had to break it up because it got bad.
Mm.
I had to break it up though. I did. I had a type of statement, but I had to break it up. And then you know how we get
Mm.
like call the police. Like I'm in here
Yeah.
in between 4 to 5 people breaking this up. Y'all gonna sit there and watch it. Nobody's calling. Like what are y'all doing? So it's hard to turn it. Sometimes it's hard to turn it on and off, but sometimes it's
Yeah.
just in you. But I know, just like I said, me being a protector, not even the provider part, because we're not even talking about that. We're talking about the protection. Is I'm there. I just know just what to watch, baby. I got your back, whatever you need.
Yeah.
So I'm here. So, but I can flick it on just like that, and I can cut it back off.
Yeah. I think we sign up to be that same,
Mm-hmm.
if not more of a protector when you become a father and you become a husband.
Uh-uh.
Because that's that I don't punch a clock for that. You know, that's what I am all the time. Matter of fact, I'm more of a protector and
Yeah.
provider than I am with the job as a cop. Because I protect myself enough as a cop to make sure I get home
Yep.
to protect my family. Provide-
Mm-hmm.
This job can end any day. This police department can do
Right.
um some downsizing and I can be gone. But I
And
still have to go home and be
sometimes you
protected.
don't
So
want
I
to,
need
but
to be there.
sometimes a situation that can happen at work, it end up carrying home. Nothing domestic, because I see that too much, but something
Hmm.
traumatizing where
Yeah.
the one time I had to go to counseling is when, and I don't talk about it much, which I should and shouldn't, when I actually had a guy just doing a regular welfare check. He walked up to the side of my truck with a sawed off shotgun on his shoulder. He said, I'm trying to figure out why you in front of my house. I got to get out of here. I got to get back to my family. I wanted to hit the alert button, but he watching my every move.
Mm.
Kind of find out he was in the military. He was on the infantry team. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to just talk to
Mm.
him. So you can't just. A lot of people say. So you know about the term, the phrase, Monday morning quarterback. everybody in the precinct sat and told me like
Yes, sir.
I couldn't even tell you what I would have done because you couldn't because it's in there. They call it the O factor.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the moments, but I didn't have it because I remained calm. Is
Yeah.
that after everything, that's when your adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
But in that moment, you got to play it cool. Like I can't play it
Yeah.
like I'm nervous here, whatever the case. No, I'm playing it cool. Hey man, I'm just trying to talk to you. Whatever the case, we had somebody want to check up on you. He said, "Hey, you need to get from in front of my house and don't ever come back." And he takes the gun like this, and he drops it over with the barrel right here and said, "Don't make me." So right then, that's a threat. I said, "All right, man, I got you, I got you, I got you." I drove off, got on the
Yeah.
radio, started me some more units. I went behind, got my rifle, stood behind a tree. Come to find out, this man wanted to do suicide by cop. He wanted to die, but I didn't do it. Was able to talk to him. He just hated police, but even in the midst, which is another crazy thing that we're on it, that you have to know how to handle the situation. Even though he hated police, he didn't hate me. Granted, I
Yeah.
had to go from that
It's a
switch.
difference.
I was about to kill you. Thank God I didn't. To the fact that now I gotta talk to you and be friend to you. Crazy enough, I was about to kill this man, but now I gotta be a friend to him. That's the
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, if it goes
Exactly.
back to understanding that you don't know what somebody's going through in in your profession. You literally hold life and death in your hands sometimes, and it couldn't even be. It may not be as
Mm-hmm.
serious as you thought it was,
Mm-hmm.
even though the situation is serious. Wonder if you pull up on someone who just lost their kid in a car accident or a
Yeah.
wrong place, wrong time scenario, and they're
Never
going
know.
through it, man.
It's very touching. Even
Yeah,
if you have to, some kid is going through something, you may have to go over there on the call and he's sitting on the curb. You might have to go sit on the curb and just sit there and talk with him. He just need a friend. That's it.
but it's showing your humanity as a cop. I think you being a I think anyone being a cop in America or anywhere in the world, you showing your humanity is more
Right.
so being a cop than
Eh,
writing a ticket. Me personally, because you got to think about what have you been through that you can put yourself in that person's shoes or anywhere close
Mm-hmm.
to it and say, hey man, I understand, I've been there, bro.
Right.
That's why I always tell people, who I am is who I am. I don't care what heights God take me and my family to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a
Cause we here
kid
in the
from
state of
Decatur,
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Hey.
Hey, we got a thing called the gun line. Tell me about the gun line.
Him from New York City, boss. Yeah.
New
It's
York
just showing
City.
that you're human. Like you can't wear your emotions on your sleeve, but in certain situations, you got to sit down and just you got to be one with that individual. You have to, because we've seen so
Yeah,
many.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I pray,
Valentine
that you
weekend, I
don't
almost did.
get to a point where you have to.
I almost did. God had just shot somebody. He shot at him 5 times. This Valentine's just shot at him 5 times. He hit him three. The guy running from the scene. I ran. We drove. We saw him running. He ran past my truck. I got out running with my gun. He ain't start running. I ran him down, tackled him. He still had the gun on him. It was warm. So it just be, I didn't get an adrenaline dump till that night when I got home. Was like, wow, I'm so thankful he didn't turn around and shoot. Because I probably would have gave his family something to do the following week.
Right.
It's part of the job.
Yeah,
I don't want to,
that's part of the job too.
but you gotta go home. I'm just playing.
Stop it.
No, but look, I'm always game for a foot chase. That's why I stay in the gym. I'm always game for one.
So, how does your wife
Mm-hmm.
feel about it? Your future wife, your fiance. How does your fiance feel about it? Your future wife. How does she feel about her husband in this profession? How does she
Ooh,
deal with it? How
that's
does
a
she cope
wonderful
with it?
question because it's nerve wracking for her, depending on what's going on, or my tone, or when I either text her or call her. Because if I call her from work and she hearing my voice, she knows something wrong. She gonna stop what she doing and listen. It's very nerve wracking for her. She prays for me, and what makes it more nerve wracking for her, not only that my fiance, my husband is an officer, but my brother is too. her brother like
Oh wow.
this, and we got a group message and we
Yeah.
talk about some of everything, but it's so nerve wracking for her because she like, I had to deal with one, I got to deal with both of y'all. Oh my god, y'all stressing me out. It can be like that, but we try to handle like we're trying to handle everything to the best of our ability that we can. But she like, yeah, one of y'all got to quit. No, we ain't quitting. I'm doing 20 in. Got to do it.
So let me ask you this: how do you create a space for her to be? I'm sorry. What do you do, or how do you create a space so you can be for her what she needs for you to be?
How do I create that
When
space?
she needs to talk.
I completely shut down on what I
Yeah.
need to, and I give her my undivided attention. So if she's like, "Hey, what we need," my focus is on you. Talk to me. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Somebody call me, ignore. You can't. No, I called him back. You're my main focus right now. So I want to always pour into her that whatever she needs, I'm here. Talk to me. I'm listening. You need space, I give you space. I come back in, check on you. You all right? I just want to check on you. And I go back to the front or go back downstairs. Just always had that open line of communication. That's why I think it's so hard for us to go to marital counseling because our relationship different. We good.
I always tell people just because it's good now, marital,
Yeah,
premarital, and extensive marital counseling isn't for what has already happened.
right. Which is,
It's the possibility of what may
and
happen.
that's why if I get
It's all
relationship and marital counseling and advice from anybody, it'll have to be. It's definitely going to be definitely you all because I've definitely watched the videos where
mhm.
you all have poured into each other, and I did this one day from what you all did, and I think I remember telling you when she asked you what is it more that she could do, and yeah, I remember that conversation. I took that and tried it, and it worked.
Yeah.
We was out Valentine's,
Yeah.
I think the month after
Good deal.
Valentine. We was at Papa Do's, and I just asked her like, "Hey, what is it that more I can do?" And then she asked me, and I told her to her, and she was like, she did. I said, "That's all I had to do." She said, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh wow, that really worked." So definitely shout out to you and Stacey for that because I listened to some things just to try and like it works because now it ain't it
Appreciate
ain't
it.
about just being
Yeah.
married to someone. Now you actually have to have that line of communication where a lot of couples fail at.
People think because of the way they communicate
Right.
is reflective of how the other person communicates. That's not. You have to learn how that other person communicates so you can communicate on their level. Just if yours is higher than theirs, you can't make them come up to yours. You have to be able to meet them where they are so they can actually raise to your level. And it depends on the topic we're talking about. But
Yeah.
but this is the thing. That goes back to even our jobs. How is it that we go to our jobs as a police officer or a bakery chef, and you can deal with all the different customers, all the different issues, and go from here to here to here, but we get home to our wives and we won't stay right here.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm sorry,
Because I can
our
come on
husbands,
and
and we
just
still
be
want to stay
talking,
right here.
and you know
That
what?
doesn't make
And I
sense.
stop medicine. I say, you know what? Enough about me. How was your day? I literally stopped there, like, because I don't want to seem selfish.
Yeah. And one thing my wife does, if she's had a long day, she texts me before she get home. She's like, I have so many things I need to talk to you about. I'm already when I read that text, I'm already prepared mentally.
Yeah.
Boom. Listening
Mm-hmm.
mode. Ain't about me. But more men need to get to the point where they
Yeah.
ask their wives, more do you need from me? Wives can be totally honest and tell them, hey, I need your honest opinion. And most wives are gonna say, well,
Yeah.
the people I know, wives, you sure you want me to tell you?
We ask for
Not
it,
really. Not really.
but we
But
also have to be prepared when it gets told to us. Because for the fellas that don't know or have yet to get, the fellas that are listening, if you have yet to get to that point in your relationship where you ask for it, you got to be prepared for it. I did that.
yeah.
Ooh, boy, that was the
And
longest
you have
text
to do
message I have ever received.
yeah.
And she know I messed with her about that, but that made me to a man.
But guess what?
Hmm.
Hey, did it challenge you?
Hello.
I tell people, if you can't take it as a challenge, challenge yourself to be better.
Mm-mm. At all.
Because hey,
And
they're
she
not
always,
asking
and
for
they gonna
something that
always
you're not
say, "I'm telling
capable
you
of.
this because I care about
Yeah.
you."
Yeah. My mom used to say that when she whooped my behind too. I
Whoop
ain't
it,
understand it then
whoop it, come like
until I
this.
became a parent. You know? Yeah, yeah.
That was fast. Where that come from? I'm doing this because I love you.
Yeah. Hey, you laying up, I'm laying up. Hurt.
Right? They
I
said
did that
love will
because I
blind,
love
mama,
you.
but
If
come
that's
on, that
love,
belt
I
ain't.
don't never want to be in love.
That belt see me wide open. I
Yep.
get it.
But then you become a parent and you be like, oh,
It's
that's
that
what they need.
honesty, and
That's what they
where I
need.
am now in my relationship with my fiance is different than when we were when we started. We had an up and down, but we've had so many ups that a lot of down we don't even remember. I remember because as a man, we always tend to we don't forget now. We may
Yeah.
play stupid like, nah, we remember. We just don't want to talk about it.
No, yeah, women
Yeah.
remember too. It's just that they don't put a focus on it like men do. Once again, a man and a woman's role and duties in
Mm-hmm.
marriage or relationships, strong relationships, are totally different.
Oh, you tell that right?
I'm not being sexist or anything, but when women say we're equal, we're not equal. We are. There is nothing
Yes.
equal about my role as a husband and my wife's role as a wife. I promise you, I take more of the burden
Mm-hmm.
in this thing called marriage than she does, and as it should be.
Mm-hmm.
That's how God designed us. So I always tell women, hey, look, it's gonna be hard to play a role that you weren't built for, and maybe that man does not play his role or walk
Mm.
in his role in the manner in which you saw or didn't see or expect.
Let a man lead, but also
Maybe
that
he's
man
wrong.
has to be prepared to lead.
Yeah. Not only he has to be prepared to
Right.
lead, he has to be prepared to lead for his wife and family, and he has to take her. In my opinion, he needs to really, 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 truly take her word and consideration in how the family
Mm-hmm.
can be led, not should be led, can be led, can function. Because I guarantee you, if you have a wife that's walking in her stewardship as a wife, she
Mm.
sees so many blind spots that we don't see
Mm.
as men because sometimes we're so tunnel vision. And if that man can truly hear his wife's
Mm.
heart and hear her perspective, it broadens his vision toward the family. I tell anybody, my wife know I'm a go getter, but I'm telling you, I'm like pew pew pew. My mind is like going off on rabbit trails. Sometimes she's the one that has to hold me back in and say, "Hey, let's focus on
Because
what we're doing right
Stacey's
now."
older than you, right? We did well. We did well.
Yes,
Having an older woman. Nothing against anybody younger than us, but having an older woman
yeah, we
that
did
puts you
well.
not only put they don't put us in our place, but they say, "Hey, come here. Let me show you how we're gonna do this." Now this, yeah, redirect. So this is what we're
She
gonna do.
redirected me.
Now you take it from here. You take it from here, lead. I got your back.
It's fun thing you just said about the age.
Mm.
I used to pray and ask God. I don't want a woman that's older than me. I want a woman at least
Mine was
five
opposite.
to 6 years younger than me. That's why I used to always pray. But when I tell you the
Mm-hmm.
Bible is clear about sometimes God has to protect us from our own wants and desires
Man,
and give us what He knows what we need. I'm gonna be honest with you. Without Miss Stacy's maturity, if I would have married a female younger than me that didn't have the
come on now.
experience in life that they had, I wouldn't be able to walk in the manner in which I walk now. As a as a husband, as a man, I'm Gucci, but as a husband, I don't feel that she could, to love me and to direct me in the way she does. Because this is
That was
where this
collection.
is
That
where
was a collection
this is
plate.
where
Was
Stacy
passing
has his head
because you
over
preaching over
heels
there.
when it comes to emotion. I say, hey, hey, look here, hey,
Hey,
Cash App.
close the doors.
Yeah, you know.
Close the doors. Close the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Close the door. Shut up, out of
Don't let him out. Don't let him out. But no, seriously, man, I'm telling you, that woman,
Yeah.
man,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I was, man, please. I can't tell you how many times my wife walking in her femininity has saved face and saved us from going backwards. And when I say us,
Mm-hmm.
that means me making a decision for the family that wasn't good. And when I say walking in her
Mm-hmm.
femininity, she doesn't try to match me where I am in my testosterone. She moves me in with her femininity and be like, babe, just listen to me. And I promise you, I ain't gonna get into her project that's coming out, but that's what it's about. My wife knows how to get my attention to a point. It pauses me in moments where I want to make a
Mm-hmm.
decision, but I value her opinion so much, and I trust her in the walk in which we are going as a family, as a unit. That before I
Mm-hmm.
make that decision, I ask her, "Hey, you good with this?" I don't have to do
Right.
that, but I don't have to do
You got
that, but
to.
I have to do that because it's a whole lot easier for me to say,
Yeah.
"Are
Because
you good
if
with
you
this?"
think that at the
opposed
end, you
to,
like,
"I shouldn't have did that, should
should
I?"
have did it in the first place. Right.
What they tell you in the academy, police academy, and military, in the
Mm-mm.
military,
Can't be brought
hey,
back in.
once you pull that
They
trigger
said
with
treat
that
every
bullet can't be brought
firearm
back
like it's
in.
loaded. So treat
What's that?
every decision like it's already done. Yep.
Period. Every decision,
And you know what?
like it's loaded. Yeah. You know what? Matter of fact, since you said that, that's what I'm finna tell you for
Yeah.
telling me in. Hey, treat every
Yeah.
decision like that
And
bitch loaded.
you mentioned
Can't
something.
bring it back.
Right. Yeah, you can't. To say before you shoot that sentence off, cause ain't no taking. Ain't no what Kevin Hart say. No take backsies.
Hmm.
No take backsies. You mentioned something with
Ain't no take back.
Stacey walking in her femininity. I'm not gonna get deep off. I'm not gonna get deep off into it, but you all had a video about some troubles in paradise and how she owned up to it. I said, you know what?
Hmm.
That's why I idolize them. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And that's why I said I want to get deep into it. But it's the fact of
Yeah.
how
Oh yeah.
how everybody owned up to it and changed for the better, walking into her femininity, and that's the communication. You don't, man. I promise you, you don't realize how much I idolize you all
Yeah.
so much, man. You don't realize it. I pay attention. When I say I pay attention, I pay
Man, thank you.
attention.
No, I appreciate that.
I be
I
jotting
appreciate
notes
that.
down. Like, I'm gonna try that. Oh, she spoke on something.
I,
Yeah.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that's why we walk in our purpose so easily because once we realize
Man, listen.
that
Yes.
in order for us to get better as individuals, we have to take ownership and accountability. And that's the only way that, and matter of fact, even if
Mm-hmm.
our marriage wouldn't have worked, it was going to be better for us as individuals to take ownership. And when people ask me questions like, how did you feel about Stacey owning up to, what she did and you own up to what you did? I was like, well,
It's right
it's
there in your
hard not to
hand.
own up when the evidence is
You
right there.
know.
Sometimes it takes you being to that point of just caught red-handed to look in the mirror and make a decision to say, hey, I might need to take a change. Because I think, and like Stacey said, I'm the
And
common
be
denominator here. And as husband and wife, we have to be the court. Thank you, Lord.
yeah.
We have to be the court. We
Yeah.
love that person enough to hold them accountable, to love them, to hold them accountable. As my job as a husband and her job as a wife is to our job is to hold one
Yeah.
another
And
accountable
but when
when
you
we're
hold them
out of
accountable, you
line.
don't do it in front of everybody.
Because no, I tell you what, there's a time and place for everything. There's some time and place where you have to be called out in front of people. There's some time and place when we need to be pulled to the side. Because who we are is still who we are, and it doesn't always come
Yeah.
off as being offensive. Sometimes it comes off as just being
Right.
reactional, and sometimes that reaction can still be
Mm-hmm.
disrespectful to the union that you have because you're not single anymore. What you did when you were single, I don't care if you've been married 5 years, people still call me
Mm.
Jock. My wife, the only time my wife calls me Jock is when she's pissed off at me. And, and out of 18 years of marriage, my wife has probably called me Jock 20 times. Seriously. She always calls me Joaquin. I don't even, and I never really realized
Mm-hmm.
what she was doing for me because I'm not Jock anymore. When I got married to her, she called me Joaquin. That's what she knows. That's what she knows. And I thank God she don't know Jock. Jock was in. No Jock. You know what I'm saying? When she first got married, people used to see me out the military. They were, hey, Sergeant Loper. She don't need no Sergeant Loper.
That's it.
No, no. She need no Joaquin. Yeah, she took Joaquin's last name. And I always tell men, if you yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's so different than you now. You are a training officer.
At all.
You're not a rookie. So you shouldn't be
And I
teaching
see
rookies
that
rookie
every day I get
mistakes.
in that car. I said, because the way I work now to how I was as a rookie coming on, yes, I was eager to learn. I'm more eager to learn more now because I'm moving up. I'm making a name for myself, and they see it. They love it. Oh, we know he gonna
Mm-hmm.
work. We know her gonna come to work. They ain't even IB. We'll take that. Ooh, some hot went out. We on the way. The work ethic is real good. So you got to do it. You
Yeah.
got to lead by example. I can't. You got to raise them right, train them right. So if I'm doing this way, my wife should expect me to do the exact same way. June 19th.
I was just been saying. Now you'll be married later on this year. The same way you just. I love that. I love
Let me
that.
forget it.
You won't ever
Smoke in the
forget
city.
your anniversary.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Smoke in the city. But no, seriously, that one I always tell people, and I had to be this is a conscious effort you have to make as an individual.
Uh-huh.
I want to be praised more at home by my family than I do at my job. If I'm being praised more at
Mixed
my
up.
job than I am at home, I think I have my priorities mixed up. I hear people all the time saying, and the only time I couldn't do this on a regular basis when I was in the military because it's just that kind of beast. But every other job I had, don't ask me to work overtime or try to force me to
Uh-huh.
work overtime when that's not what my that contract I signed says. Hey, my wife, we expecting me home, but we need you. That's not my problem.
Uh-huh.
Well, the store is going to be unmanned. It's not my problem. I've been here 30
That
minutes
wasn't enough.
past my 8 hours.
Okay.
I gave you 30 minutes. People, everybody I've ever worked for, they probably didn't like the way I stood my ground for my family in the moment, but they always told me
Yeah.
later, man,
That's
the
what I'm
more
doing.
I thought about it, I respect you. No, whether you respect it or not. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
didn't have that growing up, bro. My kids are going to know that I'm going to be there for you from hell or high water. My wife is going to know I'm not putting anybody else because I did for a long time. I put the military force first. Every training, every this, and I'm leaving this, I'm leaving that. I got to go this. And she was like, I'm tired of being single. I didn't know what that meant until I got out of the
Yeah.
military. And I started realizing I was doing a lot. And you know what my excuse is? I know there's not a man out there that's ever heard this. I stayed
You doing
busy.
it
I
for
was doing
yourself.
it for
You weren't
you.
doing it for me.
That's what I told her. Hey, I was doing this for
No, you
you.
weren't.
I was
You
away from
weren't.
my family too. I was doing it for you. No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
Yes.
And it has to go both ways.
Oh man, look, hey, we gotta come
So,
back for part two
look,
because we ain't
man,
done.
thank you so much for the time. We got,
Like
we definitely do. We definitely do.
June
Hey,
19th.
you just heard it. The man is getting married on June the
Oh
2026.
Lord.
So we definitely gonna come back with a
I have
part two.
officially have
He's
90,
married now,
94
y'all.
days, 20 hours, 56 minutes, 5 seconds to count.
Yeah.
So really 3
Look at
months,
that
2
countdown.
days, 20 hours, 55 minutes to count.
Dead
I
man
literally have a
walking.
countdown. And the countdown says, Mr. and Mrs. Hurt. I ain't
Dead
playing with
man
y'all.
walking.
I love my wife. I gotta get married. I'm marrying Suge Knight. I'm going to death row
Dead
Perkins.
man walking. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you something. I say this with so much vigor and positivity when I say dead man walking, because once you say those vowels and those two words of I
Why I
do,
got chills? Why I got chills?
that
Why
man
I
that
got
you
chills?
were
I
prior
gotta
to
say I
those
do, man.
words is a dead man. Hey, I tell everybody, I tell everybody I marry, I said, look, you are not the. After you say these words, you are not the same man you were when you walked down that aisle. You
Yeah.
literally, you are a dead man
As,
walking
as, as they say,
mentally
gotta hang
in
the
the future.
jersey up. Gotta be like that
Period.
picture on the wall. Gotta hang it up.
Hey, and anybody you've seen that retired from any sport, they'll tell you this. They knew I knew it was over before the season was over. The
Yeah.
season
When
was
she
up.
read me
Hey,
like a book,
the
I
choice was
said my
already
season
made.
over with.
I just had to
When I went into my pension for the city and remodeled my downstairs and built her walk-in closet. Yeah.
oh
Steak
yeah,
done.
it's over.
Thing. Pick
Yeah.
up.
You can put a fork
Yes,
in
sir.
there. Yeah, you put a fork in there. When I asked her to marry me
Yeah.
and she already had two kids, I knew I was done. I was like, oh shoot, I'm finna ask this question. She got 2 kids already.
Hey, you like, what? We ain't gotta have no more. Bad.
I
You
think
went,
it's
no, I'm
over.
good with you. All right. Yeah.
No, 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 we gonna have some more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish that
But what about
conversation. Like, I
what did he
don't know.
say?
I'm
I'm
gonna
trying to
finish
see what
that.
that be like.
I'm trying to do that.
That's it.
See, that's why we can't be together. That's why we can't be together right there. But hey, Jamar, man, Jamar,
Listen,
thank you so much for being here
Jock.
tonight. Thank
I
you so
mean, my
much
bad.
for
See,
man
look,
gracing our presence here on.
Joaquin Loper. Listen, my brother. I
Oh, hey, it is what it is, man. Well, I think is everything happens together, man. So when this post, it'll be right on time. And man, I pray
absolutely
that everything that we talked about here and everything we said here is a blessing to somebody. I'm not once again. I started this
mm-hmm.
podcast for a space for men to come and just feel space. I mean, feel safe. I want people, not just men. I want people to come
Because
here and feel safe
man, we
and
don't
just
have
have
a
a
lot of
place they
places
can
to
speak
just
freely in.
speak freely
We can have some fun.
and get put in our place and be told what was right. Hey, you weren't supposed to do that. I'm gonna tell you from a man perspective, from this side, you weren't supposed to do that. But it's okay. I listened to you, but I'm not judging you. But you can't do that again. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. And I always tell people,
right.
I'm not here to tell you
Mm-hmm.
what to do, but I'm here to try to give you a different perspective on how it could have been
Right.
done. And this is the thing, just because that's what you used to doesn't mean it's right. And I
Mm-hmm.
always tell people, I'm
Yep.
not here to correct people. I'm here to
Absolutely.
learn from you, and hopefully you can learn from me. That's what this space is about. That's what this space is
Yeah.
about. So, man, I know that it's going to reach the right people. Whether it's hey, I, I'm waiting for a company to actually
The one you
want to
tell
sponsor
me the
me and
one you
send me
brush
some of
in.
their little beard dye. I said that's the only. I told my wife. Yeah, I told my wife.
Well,
I said because I ain't going to
we
buy
can
none.
always take
I
you over
said
to
that's a
Atlanta.
wrap.
Go down to
I've
Peachtree
earned every
Street and
last
get
one of
you.
these.
No, okay.
Yeah,
I offer. He ain't want to. Everybody in Atlanta, look out for my brother. He said he needs some Peachtree Street Plaza. Having one, tall building, 12th floor. Get out, make a right. Go down the hallway, make another right. Quick left in the corner. That one right there. They ready for you. Name product on the door. No.
just don't. I rather them send it
That
to.
different door for
I
that
rather
thing.
somebody send it through the mail because I don't know who I'm dealing with over there in Atlanta. So but that's just a story for another day.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody, for gracing us with your presence watching this episode tonight. Breaking through the noise. We've done it again, man. Jamar
That's
Hurt,
right.
y'all know him. DJ Jamar here in
That's
Birmingham,
right.
Alabama. Officer Hurt, however you want to know. He answered to both of them. But thank you so much, man. Tell your beautiful fiance we said hello. We would be there Give you all
Absolutely,
time
man. You have a
tonight.
great
Let
one,
the
brother.
Lord say the same. And man, thank you so much for tonight, Jamar. All right, brother. You too. All right, everybody. See you next time.